maybe about twice a year I hear the words, Keith, what would you like for Christmas or for birthday? What would you like for Christmas? What would you like for your birthday? And usually I find that question a little bit difficult to answer. I'm usually not sure what I want, unless of course there's something that I've been meaning to get for a while and I just haven't got around to get it. And in that case, it's quite a simple thing. But you know, with my parents, like any human being, there's a limit to what they're able to give as a gift. We have Solomon being asked the same question: what would you like? Except the one who is asking the question isn't isn't King David, it's his heavenly Father, who is able to give him anything. Anything. What would you like? Traditional answers we hear are long life. Who wouldn't like long life? Health is another one that most people ask for. Money. In this case, with Solomon, the death of his enemies, that his enemies will be put down. But Solomon doesn't go for that. He doesn't go for the usual that we would maybe ask for. He actually looks beyond that. It's interesting. Just some thoughts. In the Gospels, Jesus says, if you cannot welcome the kingdom of heaven like a little child, you will never enter it. Never enter it if you can't welcome it like a little child. And Solomon, when he responds to God, says, I'm a young man. Actually, another translation is a little child. I'm only a little child. What do I know of these things? Jesus also says in Matthew's Gospel, Heavenly Father, I thank you for hiding these things from the learned and the clever and revealing them to mere children. Solomon to the Father, I'm only a little child. What do I know of leading a country? I have no experience and no knowledge. I need wisdom. You know, it's fine. Reality is, it's fine having lots of money. It's fine living a long life. It's fine having the death of your enemies. But really, if you don't know how to live, if you don't know the difference between right and wrong, if you can't live life well, doing good, all of that stuff is just going to make you unhappy. Actually, anything will make you unhappy if you don't know how to live life well, if we don't know how to do the good. Because when we do the bad, it makes us and everyone else unhappy. And Solomon chose wisdom to know how to live life well, to know how to do the good. And really, that choice for wisdom is an image of the real choice that we make, because wisdom is not a thing, something we know how to do. Wisdom is actually a person. And that person is Jesus. That's who wisdom is, that comes to us, that shows us the good, reveals the good to us. We don't often realize that. We get caught up in the things of this world, the flashy lights, the tinsel, and we don't see the treasure hidden in the field. Actually, for us, it's not hidden in the field as Catholics. It's actually in plain view, though we don't recognize it. The treasure hidden in the field, the pearl of great price, is what we come to here. What we receive here. This is the pearl. Because here, the pearl of great price, of infinite value, is Jesus Christ himself, wisdom, whom Solomon chose. The treasure hidden in the field, hidden before our very eyes, is what we come and receive here at this table. There's actually nothing more valuable than this. We often miss and don't recognize it for what it is. Like seeing a Van Gogh and thinking it's just some dude who slapped some paint on a piece of canvas, and it's a Van Gogh. Just to end with a wee story about a little girl who recognized, who found the treasure, recognized it for what it was, and was willing to give up everything for it. And it's a story I heard a number of years ago. I think I either read it or heard it, and I couldn't find the actual text of it again. But it's about happened in China during the Communist Revolution, when the communists went in and killed a lot of the Christians, killed the priests. They went into this little girl. She'd recently received her first Holy Communion. The communists had gone into the church, ransacked it, killed the priest, and emptied the tabernacle, threw the hosts onto the ground. And this girl lived in a flat looking over the church, so she could see through her window into the church, and she saw the hosts on the ground. And the text I read actually said how many hosts there were, so I can't remember for the life of me. But let's just say there were 33, okay? There were a reasonable number of hosts. You guys heard the story? Do you know it? I think, okay. Anyway, I think there's 33. I'll just in case you knew it, you can tell me. So she got up in the middle of the night, got changed, and she snuck into the church, avoiding the guards who would have killed her if they found her. And once she got into the church, she consumed a host, said a prayer of thanksgiving, and then snuck out of the church again. The next night, she did the same. She got up in the middle of the night, got changed, snuck into the church past the guards, consumed one of the hosts, said a prayer of thanksgiving, and then, avoiding the guard, managed to get home. And she did this every night until she got to the last host. And that night she got changed, snuck past the guard into the church, consumed the last host, said a prayer of thanksgiving. And as she was doing that, the guard came in and shot her, dead. She knew the price she would pay, but she was willing to pay for it. She had found her hidden treasure. She had discovered the pearl of great price.